Welcome back to DM Prep. My name is Ian and I'll be your DM for today. Today we are prepping episode 23 of the Gilded Troll Plays Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. When last we left off, the heroes went to the Island of the Fates. They then asked the Fates a whole lot of questions, having paid the price by eating cantaloupe and venison cookies, providing a drop of each of their blood, providing an ounce of their skin, and Yasena had to give Granny Morta a really long hug. Thoroughly skeeved out, and having received a bunch of answers that they were pretty happy with, they just decided to leave and reconvene just outside the cave, having been asked to bring them Versi's head in exchange for crafting Helios a magical item that'll help him defeat Lutheria. So that's where we left off. Real talk, what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to want to ask more questions. Whether they're willing to pay the price, I don't know. One of them did mention that they wanted to... real talk. One of them mentioned in our private chat that they would want to ask questions about islands that they haven't been to and don't know anything about. So islands known. So there's a lot of islands they don't know jack shit about, or even like the existence of. You know, they've got all these constellations, and they don't know what island is under the warrior. They don't know what island is under the queen, the twins, the ant, the nymph, the spear, the blacksmith, the titan, the dreamer. They don't know what's there. So they could, if they so choose, ask those questions. But divination, that's one of the things that they don't get for just a task. That requires more. So one of the things that they can ask for is bring a baby girl to the coven within a week, or bring a living nymph to the coven within a week. And obviously, yikes. Hags hate the Oracle and have always wished her dead. Baby girl will be twisted and corrupted to create a new hag. Nymph will be tortured and devoured as a delectable snack. I don't think they're going to want to do any of that. Like, they're probably just not going to get any answers out of them. So what's likely to happen is they're probably going to end up fighting them, which means that I need to come up with a battle map. Bubbling Cauldron battle map. Because there's no map for this. Witch's Cave battle map. Don't hate it, don't love it. How do you get in? Like, how do you get in here? What? 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 Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Woof. Not really. Yikes. Yeesh. I'm having a hard time here. Anything in here I can use? Not really. Ooh, toxic. Let's go with that. Toxic Caverns battle map. So that'll obviously come up, but I'm hoping to get some other stuff that's like it. Not. Ooh. So one of the things that I really hate about a lot of people who make battle maps is they zoom them in too far. And it's like this water is, you know, the water, here, let me do this. This watery area is very clearly the focal point of the combat, which means that there should be room on every side of it for people to sort of array themselves around it. I like this, but the fact that there's nothing over here makes it hard to use. Well, I'm going to save it. Odyssey maps. Fates Cave. If anyone has any suggestions for a map, I am all ears. This is cool, but not helpful. Yikes. Lake Cavern battle map. When trying to pick out maps, do you look for owner, utility, whatever lives there, and how you would use it, or just battle purposes? Yes. So for this, in this instance, I am trying to find something that matches the description that I've already given the players. One of the things that I want to look out for in this case, the hags basically just live in a massive domed cavern with a pool in the middle of it. In terms of utility, they have everything they need. The larvae that they grow in the pit is their food. The cave itself is their shelter. They're hags. They don't really need water, but even if they did, they're on an ocean. They can fucking boil it. They're also goddamn wizards. So in terms of utility, that's not super important here because they can do whatever the hell they want. This could work. This could work. Oh, it's marketplace.roll20. Yay, I have to buy this one. Love it. I like to... Yeah, I don't need a whole pack. I like to find maps that have some interesting battle ramifications. This could work. I don't hate the main problem with this is all the foliage. The main problem is all the foliage. Let's go grotto. You know, half the time the difficulty is finding the right words to describe what you're looking for. It's not perfect. It's not terrible. That'll do it. Here oh no, it's so tiny. No. Why must you be paid? Oh no. I need free stuff. These are battle maps. I do too. My main problem with our battle maps is having to search it. Searching on Reddit sucks. Send it to you and you'll recreate it. I mean, okay. Here's the link to the Kobold Press store too. Basically what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a central watery area with a perimeter around it and then one or more entrances to the cave, preferably exactly one. This is kind of a fight to the death situation. There's not going to be any running away, so I'm not worried about additional means of egress. Fucking yikes. This is rough. Wow, that is very clearly a scanned, folded vinyl mat. We got here. I actually like that a lot. Yeah, I can even, like, I can just trim it. I'm trying to decide where to trim it. I like this a lot, though. Ooh, it's nice and high res, too. Fate's Grotto. Yeah, I like this a lot. Yeah. All right, so let's see what I came up with. So we've got maps. So Fate's Cave or Fate's Grotto. So on the one hand, I like this because it's a lot cleaner. There's a lot less going on. This one's pretty busy, and I didn't really describe these like steps up or steps down or anything like that. I didn't describe that they had to go around it to get. And I would describe all these boxes and stuff as the the loom. So I'd probably cut it to something like that. Maybe even something like that. Yeah. Let's go with that. I like that. We're going to go with that. And then, you know, these boxes, I can just say, yeah, those are heaps of linens. So thank you a lot. So let's upload Fates Grotto. Yeah. How'd this look? The more I look at this, the more I realize it's a little too plain. Like, it's a little too perfect. It's a little too, like, it's round, cool, whatever. I do like how kind of janky the this one is. And I shouldn't have closed it because I want to know. So something I want to know is how big approximately is this? How many squares? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You have that map pack? Oh my God, Andy. No, that's fine. I kind of realized that the more I looked at it, the less I liked it. But thank you. I appreciate that. So let's make a new page. Let's call it Cave of the Fates. Here's Island of the Fates. There it is. Okay. So it's going to be approximately 20 wide, and I'm just going to call it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26 tall. About that. And now how big is this? Image 1500. Okay, that, I think those are 50 pixel squares. Okay. So we're going to go to Caves of Fates. We're going to go to the map layer. We're going to turn off that stupid dynamic lighting that I was dumb enough to accidentally turn on for everything. Turn off Fog of War, turn off dynamic lighting, cool. Drop a Fates Grotto. And then advanced set dimensions, we're going to do 2100. And it was 2550 times 7/5, so 3570. And it should, in theory, make it the right size. So now I just got to find the right alignment. That is not the right size, unfortunately. It looks like the squares are too tall. I think it wasn't actually 2550. I think it might have been 2250. It was. So 2250 times 7/5 is 3150. 3150. Okay. There we go. That's basically perfect. So let's zoom out. I do need to move it over this way so that I can get a wall here. I don't want to bring it too far down to the point where I can see that there's like stuff out here. Actually, I can bring it pretty far down. Yeah, that's not a problem. Because I can always just hide over here. Yes, turn off Fog of War. God damn it. Reveal the entire map. That's reveal. Freaking subtools. Goddamn subtools glitch. Just hide this whole area. And then I'm going to do polygon reveal. Okay, there's like a jig. Any kind of floor color I had in mind? I mean, I appreciate the effort, Shadows, but I kind of gave up on looking, and this is good enough. And then I think that's good enough. So then the players will be coming in here. The other question is, do I want to scale this up at all? Is this entrance too narrow? Is this pool too small? I think I might actually want to scale it up double time. Let's try it. Oh, cool. We've got all this fog of war now. No, I hate it. I'm going to put it back. I thought that might happen. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. All right. And I just need to make the map smaller. Okay, so now I just need tokens. So we've got a Lamia, and it's an SRD sheet, so we just get a name. So we're gonna do the thing we do, and we're gonna open 5e tools. We're gonna get a Lamia token. Do the Fates Runaway have book input on their willingness to fight to the death? That's a good question. Parting with the Fates. Servants are vigilant, protect the Fates with their lives. Why is one of my players logged in? Because Chris never logs out. Like, he literally just leaves the game open after our game, just never closes it. I just dropped water on my shirt. That's cool. I don't think it says anything about... here's how they behave in combat. Night Hag with 165 hit points. Lair action, okay. Banished to the plane of Hades, and okay. She manages to concentrate on a creature's banishment for 10 consecutive rounds. Target's permanently banished to Hades. Oops. So I think the hags are old enough to assume that they're unfucking killable. I don't think it really says anything about their willingness to fight to the death. I don't plan on having them run away or anything. Oh, this isn't quite low enough. That needs to go lower. Let's just overestimate at 36. Oh, okay, that's as far as it goes. Okay, so let's just do, let's do 30. Okay, and we'll just reveal that. Cool. All right. So I need a bunch of tokens. I need a Lamia. Let's see, tokens. Lamia.ping. I think I have Medusa. Yep. I need a... what is the other one? Shambling Mound. I have one of those. So I need a Night Hag. And I need Green Hags. Okay, so let's... I have a Shambling Mound? I wonder why, right? Tokens. So we've got a Lamia. We've got a Green Hag. We've got a Night Hag. All right. So if I recall correctly, the lamia is large, as well as this shambling mound. So the lamia will actually follow the players in. So she'll be behind them, essentially cutting off their retreat. Ooh, disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. Ooh. Okay, so how can I... Okay, so we're going to do some battle tactics here. So if the players decide to follow, or decide to go back in with the intent to kill the hags, the hags will have known about it, and they will have a pride. Like, the hags are, like, they're literally seers. So if the players don't see it coming, that they'll see it coming. They're kind of dumb. Real talk. So, and shambling mound. Okay. So the shambling mound is going to be here to body block. Hags are over here. They'll spread out. Like, they'll be spread out over here. I'm just going to hide that. I did see... So we actually, because it showed up in here. We're going to go with this token. I like that one. Okay, so Lamia's got Intoxicating Touch, which which gives disadvantage on Wiz saves. So once that happens, what can we do? Night Hag, Medusa, Shambling Mound. Okay. So this is actually kind of a big fight. Let's look up Kobold Club and see just how hard a fight it is. So we've got 6 players that are level 8. Let's make this bigger so you guys can see. One more. Make it wider so that I can get regular. All right. So we're going to do Night Hag Coven, Green Hag Coven, Medusa, Lamia, and Shambling Mound. So raw XP value 11,700, adjusted XP 17,550. So raw XP, it's not quite deadly. But that's okay. That's okay. I have already stated what is here. That said, there's the soul larva. Soul larvae. Gross. I'm wondering if I can use them to contribute. Primary source of income for night hags. Neat. Combat. Swarm. Double the size of the mound and give it a fuckload of hit points. I was thinking less double and more octuple. Just double it in each dimension. And yeah, 350 hit points, quadruple attack. Yeah, I think that could be good. It sounds like a really good idea. Swarm. Swarm of... Oh, wait. Hell wasp nest. That's a good idea. Swarm. Swarms. Nope. Fuck. Larva? Larvae. Giant centipede. Swarm of insect. Actually, giant centipede seems pretty okay. I don't hate it. Cool. Soul larva. So we're gonna add giant centipede. We're gonna add 6 of them. Which increases the adjusted XP to 30,000 because of numbers, but the giant centipedes barely contribute. So we're gonna grab the soul larva. Oh god, this is my token. This is definitely my token. Holy shit, that's terrifying. So we're gonna save soul larva. Gross. These things are gross as hell. Fucking disgusting. Okay. Soul larva. We're gonna make a token out of it. So where is my token border? This does not need to be nearly this big. Whew. Token border. Wow. Image fit to layers. So this guy can get bigger. Layer, scale layer. Let's do like usually 700 wide is pretty okay. Nope, needs to be bigger. Layer, scale layer, 750. No, we'll do 800. Yep, that works. And then we're going to select all the white. Nope, threshold's way too high. Select all the white. Invert, delete, paste, new layer. And delete. So I had the threshold too high. Threshold is still too high, so we're going to turn the threshold... Oh no, threshold's too low, actually. So we're going to turn the threshold up. What that'll do is it'll allow me to select more of the white, which will get rid of the white border around him when I do it. You're probably not going to notice those, but is it just me or does it look like Dave Grohl? It 100 million % looks like Dave Grohl. It's not just you. So what I'm doing right now is there was white inside, like in these holes and whatnot, and I want to get that white and make that visible, like so. So there's my token. I need to delete that. Okay, that's my token. Soul larva dot ping. Discard changes. Let's go in here. We're gonna get rid of the search so we can get the upload button, and we're just gonna grab our... I have a lot of tokens for this game that I've never used, and then I forgot what I have, and I'm sure there's been several opportunities for me to use these tokens that I just never used. It's fine. So these are small, so I'm going to drop it in, and then I'm going to scale it down. They're not quite tiny, but they are small. And then the last thing is I kind of want to make the ichor, I kind of want to give it an effect. So let's look in the DMG for some environmental effects. Something like a mold effect kind of thing. I don't even know where they are. Disease, poison, mad, no. Adventure environments, is that it? Trap? Yeah, let's do traps. Mold. There we go, dungeon hazards. Feeds on warmth. Cold damage, no. Green slime. So I want something sort of like the slime. Acid damage. It's kind of lame. Actually, I kind of like it. Did anyone mention changing the overlay? No one mentioned that. So I'm going to swap that out right now. Good call. Good call. Black pudding. So I don't want it to be a creature. I just want it to be an environmental effect. I actually kind of like green slime, but it's like, it's not sentient. It's literally just if they touch it, they take acid damage, and they take the damage again at the start of each of their turns until the slime is scraped off or destroyed. I actually like that a lot. Yeah. One of your chats you're part of linked page. Like 900 plus tokens. I don't doubt that. Yeah. Tasha's has those cool echoes effects. I don't know what you're referring to. Tasha's. Oh yeah, there's natural hazards. Magic, actually probably magical phenomena. Ooh. Eldritch storms, not so much. Emotional echoes. Hello. Creatures targeted by a areas of emotional echoes are associated with a common emotion. The intent of making it linger in the area and perform an act related to its associated emotion. Ah, thanks for the take 20, Andy. Let's open that. Bum 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 bum. Emotional echoes from possession scattered throughout the cave. So I'm specifically looking for something. I really don't need any more take 20s, but I think I'm gonna and a cheer. Cool. Thank you. I think I'm gonna use a lot of them if they decide to go in here and start murdering some people. Boldness, doubt, fear, hatred, inspiration, joy, love, sorrow. Suggestions with save. The Lamia can make use of that. I like that. So soul larvae use giant centipede stat block. Combat in the Fates cave. 6 soul larvae. 1 Medusa, whose name is... You can take 20 some initiatives for the beings that know fighting is coming. Yes, I should do that. So I have names for these people. Arisa. 1x Lamia. Does the Lamia have a name? No, cool. 2x night. 1x Shambling Mound. 2x Green Hag, and 1x Night Hag. So Morta has 165 hit points. So we're just going to put that in now. I'm going to put in everyone's hit points actually. So the Shambling Mound, I can get rid of Kobold Club. Don't need that anymore. Shambling Mound's got 136. Green Hags have 82. I'll put in their AC as well. Night Hags have also 17. I know Shambling Mounds have 15. Medusa has 15 AC, 127 hit points. Lamia has 97 hit points, 13 AC. And then the giant centipede. Being a coven gives them shared spell casting, actually. But Granny Morta has her own lair action anyway. So the reason I deleted those was I didn't want to have to put in the hit points and AC 6 times. This way I only have to put it in once, then I can just copy paste them repeatedly. Use take 20s on the Hags initiative. Since they'd seen it, they'd actually seen it. Everyone else is expecting it, but does not have first-hand knowledge. And then I just want anyone who falls into the Ichor pool. Use take 20s liberally. Yeah, basically. Anyone who falls into the Ichor pool. Oh, yes. At 20 initiative Granny Morta Lair action. Banishment. Anyone who falls into the Ichor pool is affected by emotional echoes. Once per day, if a creature within the area expresses even the faintest hint of the prevailing emotion. Okay. Maybe not the most perfect. Ooh, Tainted Spring. Wait. Tainted Spring. Wait. Mystical sites might be mana protectors, a covetous. Some are tainted. But it doesn't say. Will Granny twin that banishment? Probably not. Maybe. Metamagic for all though, so it's a thing. Mimic colonies. Do they have spell slots? Yes. Hags in a coven have spell slots. Hag coven. So hag covens share this this spell casting. Usually when I run hags, they cast a lot of lightning bolt. They also have counterspell. Also, fun fact: if you upcast Bestow Curse to 5th level, it doesn't require concentration. Yeah, so if you cast a spell using 4th or higher duration is concentration of 10 minutes. If you cast a 5th or level higher, duration's 8 hours. It's also a whiz save, so that's neat. So the Lamia can hit someone, and then they can 5th level Bestow Curse that guy with, you have to make a whiz save each turn or waste your turn. And this lasts an hour, and the Bestow Curse would last 8 hours. I didn't know there was a 30-foot range on covens. Yeah, I mostly ignore that range limit because it's ridiculous. Like, currently, they're 30 feet away from each other. It's kind of insane. I don't need to spell all this out. Take 20 on Lamia's Intoxicating Touch. Then Bestow Curse. Then 5th level Bestow Curse that target. So what else do hags do that's whiz save? Polymorph. Polymorph is whiz save. A lot of their... Okay. So the Lamia is every turn. Follow-up. 5th level Bestow Curse. Whiz save versus waste your action. Turn. There we go. Polymorph. Contact other plane doesn't help me. Is Eyebite whiz saves? Eyebite is whiz saves. Eyebite. All of it. So a lot of, so one of the problems I'm going to have is that even with disadvantage, a lot of my PCs have really good whiz saves. The Monk, the Druid, and the Cleric all not only have high wisdom, they all have proficiency. The Artificer, if I recall correctly, has proficient. No, he doesn't. Artificers are int con. Let's see. Let's see what our whiz save. This is a very whiz save heavy party though. So the Lamia take 20ing these things is going to be absolutely necessary. Let's see. So +7 whiz saves, +8 whiz saves. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-na-na-num. +5 whiz saves. God, this is slow. -1 whiz saves. Okay. So Yasena's screwed. -1 whiz saves. So Yasena and Remy are screwed because of all the whiz saves. Everyone else is going to just rock it. Try to target Yasena and Remir since they have -1 whiz. Yeah, so cool. So yeah, the Lamia is going to have to go for whoever's in the back, but maybe like second or third turn, if it gets those, it'll have an opportunity to. Gesh has a cast time of a minute. Suggestion though. Lamia is not a very combat-oriented creature. Does it even speak? It does speak common. So yeah, most of this is just me planning combat, which is, like, I've spent a lot of time on planning this combat already. I still need to do some stuff. Yasena's Arcane Propulsion Arm isn't showing up as a weapon. Yeah, God, I'm like halfway through this prep. I still haven't even gotten to Scorpion Island. Yasena, that's what I wanted. It is indeed not. It is attuned. Okay. Let's create a magic item based on the Arcane Propulsion Arm. Create. So it's a magic, it's a wondrous item. Condrus's Arcane Propulsion Arm. So we're going to do base item type weapon, base weapon. I don't know, how does it work? So it's D8 force damage. Oh my god. Are there any D8 2060 thrown weapons? Like I can't even, D8 20D6. It's gonna be Marshall if it's D8. Versatile D8. Dotting is randomly as last stitch card possibly needs all the coven to make it happen. Maddening Darkness. Maddening Darkness. 8th level. Holy shit. Non-magical darkness. With save psychic. 60-foot radius sphere. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no on that, mostly because it's unfriendly. Oh, thanks, Andy. Thanks for the inspiration. Okay. It's a 60-foot radius, which means it's going to affect literally the entire map. Spreads around corners, so it's going to affect literally the entire map. It's unfriendly, which means I can't use it when they're surrounded, which means I can't use it at all. And then it's basically just, here, take a fuckload of damage. Fucking yikes. Yeah, everyone is blind. Duh. No, I'm gonna say no on that one. Like none of the enemies even have none of the enemies have dark vision at all. So it's gonna be a no. So Throne 2060. So there's no thrown D8 weapon aside from spear and trident. We're going to call it a spear. And we're going to add a modifier. Replace damage type, force. We're going to try 1d8. See what happens. It's probably not going to work, but we'll try it out. So let's open Usena for like the 72nd time. Equipment, manage equipment, Conjurus's arcane propulsion arm. Tune to it. Actions. Yeah, it's D8, unfortunately. Or it's D6, D8. But I would say that that is better than nothing. Better than nothing. Alright, so remove. I wasn't able to swap it to D8, but at least it does force damage. So that's cool. He's not proficient in... Oh no, he's proficient in spears. What the... Ah, +5. Duh. Duh, duh, duh. Hex weapon. There we go. Yeah, hex weapon. Cool. There we go. Now it's using charisma instead. Cool. Can there be an in-game reason for the lower D6 option, or just only use the D8? I don't think there's really any reason to use the any reason for me to explain the D8. I do want to change this. And created by House Cannith. Was developed by Conjurus himself. Sure. Neat. Yeah, I don't see any reason for it to be D6, but the fact that at the very least it's D8, so you can just use weapon two-handed and be on 20, and then like it'll actually roll the D8, which is fine. It's fine. That does get a little awkward with the longsword because he's only going to be using that one-handed, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. It's better than nothing. Okay, so tattoos to find the ingredients for Eldritch Claw, Coiling Grass, and Spell Rot. Let's get to these things. All right, I can delete this. So does it use Dex or a spellcasting modifier? As far as I'm aware, it uses Strength. What is going on with Chrome? Chrome is so frozen right now. That's cool. As far as I'm aware, it uses Strength. If I could get Chrome to respond, I would pull up the tab. Yeah, Chrome is just all kinds of fucked right now. That's neat. But as a demi-god sorcerer, Usena is able to use Charisma for weapon attacks. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the back burner right now because I can't get Chrome to do things. So that's neat. In the meantime, let's look at Scorpion Island. Scorpion Island. I have a better idea, actually. Instead of prepping Scorpion Island, I really want Scorpion Island to be super special. And I read I read this once like 2 months ago. I know that I want to find a really good battle map for it. I think what I want to do is I want to actually use one of those random encounters that I've been holding off on out in the ocean. So I want to do either Sea of Gore or Reef, or both. Reef. So, right, Chrome is completely frozen. So super simple. So one of the here's a trick for all you DMs out there. If you're trying to fill a session and you don't want to have to put too much effort into it, just run combat. Combat's really easy to prep generally, especially if it's a super simple combat. and takes way longer than takes way longer to run than it does to prep. Whereas prepping roleplay or story or anything like that usually takes longer to prep than it does to run. So yeah. Okay, maybe 1 reef shark per bleeding character. So one thing is that a combined strength of 40 is absolutely ridiculous. I think it should be closer to a combined strength of 400. But then it's just like, you know, if you have DM cheat tip, combat takes hella long. Yes, exactly. If you're trying to fill a session and don't have a lot of combat, don't have a lot of content, run some combat. Yeah, combat's usually 45 to 90 minutes. That is, honestly, I think it's a little bit of a low ball when you're running online. And if you're running 4E, God help you, because that combat's taking your whole session. If you're watching YouTube videos trying to catch up with the campaign, skip the combat and you save a ton of time and catch up with the story. That's super smart. How am I picking the land and sea encounters that the book has? Party interest or your preference? Mostly my preference. I do actually roll them. Like while we're at the table, I usually roll them. But I've rolled reef like 5 times, and I'm like, I don't really want to do the sharks right now. I don't think this is like perfect right now. And also usually what happens is the start of the session, like more stuff happens before they get on the boat than I expected. So like last session, they didn't get on the boat until 2 hours into the session, and I knew I wanted them to get to the Island of the Fates and have some meaningful interaction. So I skipped the random encounters. I did the one random encounters, one random encounter with the whale pod, but I didn't do anything with it, anything past that. So Sea of Gore, if I recall correctly, is the Hydra? Yeah. About a mile across, half-eaten whale, sharks, dolphins, merfolk. Anyone sailing toward the middle of the area will find the water becomes increasingly shallow. Sea bottom only about 20 foot down. Central lump in the seabed. It's the nesting ground of a dreadful Hydra. Eventually rises to the surface and attacks everyone who's on deck. Hydra's far bigger than most, 7 heads and maximum hit points. Didn't skip 4E because you hated it. Just took a hiatus from D&D for a solid 10 years. Wow. See, I got into D&D in 4th edition. So Sea of Gore is something that I've been wanting to run because forever ago I got this set of Hydra tokens that I absolutely fell in love with. So there's like the main body, and then there's a bunch of different heads, and you just sort of lay them out real all nice like, and it looks really cool. It's big as hell. I really want to do this at some point. So here, let me make this bigger so it's a little bit more. Thank you to whoever made this over on the Odyssey Discord. I want to run this at some point. So Chrome is completely broken right now, so I'm not going to do it right now on stream, but I am going to prep that Hydra encounter, the Sea of Gore. And maybe they see all the carnage and they go, okay, fuck that noise, we're leaving. But maybe they decide to sail into the middle of it. Yeah, the heads each have their own token border. I really like it. And like this is the Hydra art that they made everything out of. They just chopped it up and made it into a bunch of different tokens. I'm going to call it right here. I'm probably going to do a little bit more prep off stream, get this Sea of Gore encounter ready. Basically, just going to look for a map that has like bloody water. And then, Jax, I'm sorry to say, dog is nowhere near me, but I will make note that we need to give a Trito for the Floof Queen as soon as the session starts on Saturday. Trito from Jax the Queer. Got it. All right. Made a note. I will remember that first thing on Saturday. But thank you everyone for being here. And if you want to see how the session goes from this prep that I just did, check us out on Saturday. It's when we play Odyssey the Dragon Lords at 4 p.m. EST. If you've been here the entire DM prep, then you also saw the Curse of Strahd prep. If you want to see that session, we play Curse of Strahd on Sundays at 1 p.m. EST. And on Mondays, we also play Rime of the Frost Maiden at 6 p.m. EST, DM'd by Andy. We also have a Discord, an Instagram, and a Twitter. You can join all of those. You know what those are used for. Why isn't that the right size? What the hell? Oh, Chrome is very broken. Okay. So that's cool. So thank you all for being here. If you're watching us on Twitch, check out our YouTube. We have every single episode we've ever streamed, including all of my DM prep streams. Every episode of every campaign we've ever run. We have something. We're coming up on 250 videos on our YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, please check out our Twitch. We're live 4 days a week. And no matter where you're at, links are down below. If you're on YouTube, they're in the description. If you're on Twitch, they're down in the About section. So thank you all for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.